EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Cleveland.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Lucky 56.
Mayfield on play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
No matter the week, no matter the team, you're going to hear coaches wax nostalgic for big tight ends that can control the edge of the line of scrimmage. Well, sometimes you don't have a tight end in the game, so now you're looking at your tackles. Can they control the perimeter? Make sure that that gets sealed off so there's no penetration off of the edge. If they're able to do that, that's why a toss play is successful. Because once they get to the edge, they can pick and choose their spot, which way to run, whether it's deep outside or cutting it back inside to pick up big yardage. On that play, they controlled the edge so well, they picked up an excellent chunk of yardage.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
Now Smith. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And an alley to run. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I'll tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And here come the Redskins now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Hey, back up.
3rd and long, it's Smith. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 84 yards. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it first and 10.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Free safety, Ha-Ha, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Check. Gun.
They go play action. Mayfield. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a great return as he's out close to the 40-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Smith. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Joe Schobert in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Throwing on third and long. Smith. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
So out now come the Redskins. Smith and the Redskins will come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. This one caught by Crowder. Fighting his way through contact. A big play, Smith to Crowder, 72 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Hey, back up.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. It's a big play there for the Browns. 53 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Mayfield looks to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Smith on 1st down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, Peterson. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Yellow. Hey, back
Out of the gun, Smith. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Right.
They snap it to Smith. And this is caught at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing is Smith. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Great for team.
Again, Smith. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. To the air again, Smith. And that will be incomplete as well. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
15.
Throwing again is Smith. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Browns defense stands tall. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Got a man. It's Breshad Perriman. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield steps away to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Breshad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Cleveland after this. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyrod Taylor scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Detroit!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And Callaway taking it in left side. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, 51 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Smith. Airing one out for Crowder. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but Yeah, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go, let's go. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And this is complete on the comebacker. It's Landry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
First down, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 2nd and 10, Smith finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Smith throwing again. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's Smith. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. On first down, Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Smith, and the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long, it's Smith. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he rifles it complete. Caught by Landry. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd down, Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45. For the Browns, a gain of 12.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From his goal line here, Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they finally get him down as he takes it up to the 44. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards.
Settle down, huh?
On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, 47 yards. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, any time, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try.
Blue 90! Watch him now, Barney!
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Hey, John.
Geis receives the pitch. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Damarius Randall.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. A good pickup there at 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And some space here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play that time out of Chubb. 52 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping, maybe just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you got the lead. You may have ignited them now if they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Smith going to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Mayfield. Room to run inside the 40. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Ioannidis. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 53 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. On first down, it's Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Going up top. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Smith on third down. And that's incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation...
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Smith on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Joe Schobert in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Smith now on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joe Schobert getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
Now 52, 35.
Play action. It's Smith. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Christian Kirksey in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Hey, 52. 52. Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down again. Joe Schobert. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check 52. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at his own 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Smith now to throw. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
In a different flow.